And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Able to power through. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Now, Barney!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Over!
They'll look to throw here. High throw, but the catch is made. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll drop the throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will have a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. 2 now, Barney.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A spin. Ooh, what a move. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You now, Barney! Barney!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Lucky 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone! Over. Tight dog.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's to the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've had a very solid 1st half, and as we near the end of that 1st half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this 1st half. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Gun, 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 gun. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Over.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Over. Check. Fresno.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
What's good on the extra point? And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Gone! Coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Motion! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Leopard!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now they try the right side here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A little juke, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam. Rush it, rush it, rush it.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun, 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 gun. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch that, man. Watch the ball.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun, 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 gun. Over, 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 over.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Switch, switch, switch.
He's back to throw. Out left to Shaheen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun. Let's go. It's serious right here.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come back, come back.
Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are all tied at 28. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 8. He gets away for one. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Room here to run. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a first throw here in overtime. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a handoff working right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Carolina, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.